Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'd like to talk about the problems with the brand new update in One Punch Man World. There has been a ton, and I guess I've waited a couple days to collect up what needs to be changed, and I'll slap it all into one video to basically spread the word about these issues. And if you guys feel like it, you guys can also spread this around, and I advise to do this so we can get the attention of the developers in order for them to change for the better. So first thing that we're going to talk about is the tier 17 commissions. They are obviously much different than tier 16. Tier 17 is much stronger than tier 16, which makes all the tier 16 chips irrelevant, when before the tier 15 chips were still viable when tier 16 was our max, because the stats were still somewhat similar. So if you had good affixes, you could still run the tier 15s. Now tier 15s and 16s are completely obsolete, so you can't use any of them if you want the best builds. So along with all of these commissions, as you can see, they are all gold commissions, there are no blue commissions, and all these silver rewards are only loots. So as you can see, the yellow one is obviously gold, and it will give you these rewards right here, but the silvers will only give you these. Now these are very good for farming, of course, for your merits, but the merits don't really change much of a stat difference at all. You'd think tier 17 merits would change a lot compared to the other ones like tier 16, but they really don't. They're very similar. So as you can see here, they only get these, and if you want any of these, you're going to need 40 of them. And how you're going to get those is by doing the loot commissions for the commissions here. And the problem with these ones is you need 40. So as you can see here, you only get one per, but of course if you're doing a times 50, you will get 50 of these, so it will end up costing you a lot of money. So obviously these ones are going to be the second priority. You always want to get your memory chips in, but you will never have enough memory chips, so you're never going to be doing these loot commissions, so you won't really get your merit level up. On top of all of this, if you team up and go and do, of course, a team commission like so, if you look at the rewards, they are buffed to the gold rewards, but they don't actually give you the regular loot that a gold would actually give you. For example, this is a gold loot reward. What does it give me? A salamander hand. You don't get that here. You only get the advanced, you only get 2 arms files instead, or intel files, which is not good at all. Now, I don't have any tier 16s to show you guys, but before the loot, the gray loot right here, they had mixed up. So for example, you could either have EXP or credits or memories. So what people would do to do the team commissions is they'd have a full memory slot, which would be times 5 memories, times 5 memories, times 5 memories, and they would just go to team up. And what it would do is it would level it up so that this would be gold grade now. And that means you could get basically gold memories for every single slot. So it would be very beneficial to do team commissions. Now there's none of that. There's only loots, which don't actually upgrade that much when promoted to gold. So it doesn't actually give you the rewards you want, but it also gives you some weird ass rewards. Like here, you just gives you those, but in this slot, it gives you resources and currencies and EXP cards, which nobody really needs, especially if you're in tier 17. So that's the problem only with tier 17. Of course, there's more. Number 1 being the daily quests here, and of course Wave Rush hackers. So as you know, Wave Rush is a very good mode to get rewards, but as you can see, you're not getting a 5-minute 33 clear. Sherman's probably the best to do it in the game right now, and he has a 10-minute 36 clear, which is absolutely absurd. Now, this guy has a 5-minute clear. Obviously he's hacking, but he's going to steal these rewards from the other players. But if they do get banned, the rewards do end up going to, of course, the rightful first place, which is currently Sherman. He is supposed to be the first place in Wave Rush. So that is an easy fix. And the rewards, rightfully so, go into your mail, so that's fine. But here's a lot of the compensation that they can't really track. It's your daily quest. Now, I was like, okay, this is fine. If you miss out on daily rewards, it's not that bad. But it is very, very bad. Because you get stuck on this daily quest and you can't reroll the quest in any shape or form. So let's just say I'm going to the sewers right now. There is a type of quest that spawns a monster encounter, so you will have to kill a monster to complete the quest. But the problem is once you go and fight this monster, you will not be able to kill it. Why can't I kill it? Not because my characters aren't strong enough, but because of the fact that they are currently invincible and also invisible. They're just not spawning in. So as you can see, the timer is going, the battle is on, I can attack, but the monster is nowhere to be seen, and none of my attacks are locking anywhere, so therefore the monster is just not at all spawned in the map. This is a problem because I have missed out on a bunch of daily rewards, as you can see, and if I challenge again, it still won't have the monster. There's no fix to this other than the developers actually fixing it. So you can't complete these daily quests. Now, I don't know how they're going to track this, but I haven't done my daily quest for around 3 days now, which is already 300 silver not being able to get. Now, with this update being out for around a week or 2 weeks almost, or a week I'd say, almost closing on 10 days, if we don't get a bug fix, this is costing players thousands of silver. And this means that you won't get these rewards from dailies, which will discourage players from actually playing the game, because 100 silver is worth a lot. Because if you look at the draws here, you can't see it, but it's only 160 silver. So you're actually missing out on like almost 8 draws, which is very, very crucial, especially when you're trying to pull for your favorite characters. And not only that, your silver can be used for a bunch of things, like for example, memories can be used for energy, it can be used for all sorts of different things in this game. So silver is a very scarce material that people need, right? People need this material very, very badly, and if you can't get this material, how are you going to play the game properly without getting your silver to pull? Daily quests are the #1 thing that a lot of players do to get silver. That everyone does to get silver, aside from Maelstrom and the Wave Rush. So, really, we're missing out on a lot, and I hope we get compensation for this. I hope they can track down the players that have this issue. A lot of players have this issue. I heard someone had an issue with the quest just not giving you the rewards, and you just complete the daily quest, but it doesn't give you that silver, and other stuff like that. So, of course, compensation is a must. I don't know how they're going to do this to level the playing field, because a lot of these people have gotten lucky and they haven't gotten a monster spawning daily quest yet. But I'm going to take a guess, maybe like 60% or more people are currently bugged with this daily quest setting. So I expect the developers to give us at least something. Give us like silver. Give us maybe an SSR impression arm selector. Like, that would be awesome. But yeah, I hope the developers can fix this. I know we're going to get a patch soon when they remove Tatsumaki out of the rotation. We're going to get a patch note. Maybe it'll fix all these bugs. But what the problem is the developers haven't fixed the bugs currently in the game. And they haven't done it ASAP. They don't do hot fixes yet. So we have to wait for a whole update before we get that, which is of course the update where they phase Tatsumaki out of the banners. We will get a patch. Now, we want hot fixes in this game because bugs need to be squashed immediately. And this can create a problem with players and frustrate players with the game, and they might quit. There could be misunderstanding, like, oh, am I not doing something properly? What happened? What do I have to do? It makes people waste time, etc., etc. So, of course, going forward, if they want to be more, of course, receptive to this community and have better communication, this also means basically dealing with bugs as soon as you can so you can make your game playable. So that's what I'd like to say. Really, there's a lot of bugs here, not to mention the Hero Association springtime event where their shit hasn't spawned in for players that were returning because it was a complete rehash of the event, and that means they had the same progress from last year. as well as, even though they fixed it, they didn't have the tent up for us. It just glitched. I don't know why. So it just looks really, really bland as an event. But yeah, again, like I said, for the developers to improve on their game and improve with the connection with the community, they need to fully embrace the critiques and, of course, the problems, which aren't even critiques at this point. There are literal bug problems that need to be fixed. So sooner can be better, and that way we can all be happy playing this game. Anyways, that's what I have to say about this issue, and I hope everybody isn't getting the same problems as I am, but of course, eventually everyone will get a quest that kind of has the lines of encountering a monster, so eventually everyone will not have any daily quests. So yeah, have a great day everybody, hope to see you guys in the next video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, have a great day like I just said, and yeah.